how much money do you think it's gonna cost to fix this and to fix that? It has happened, finally. In 21 years of marriage, we have wrecked one of our cars. But we didn't just wreck one car, we wrecked 2 cars in this video. So this is the bumper from Leslie's Model X that we bought in 2017, and it is now trashed. There's a headlight. So Leslie's 2017 Model X is dead. And not just that, but Lincoln's Model Y, he got scratched all the way across the car right here. It still does drive, so that is kind of nice, but this is dinged up. When I open the door, this whole thing right here is all bent up. I don't think that it's totaled, but the values of Teslas have definitely gone down over the last few years with the new cars coming out that are low price. This is gonna take a lot of money to fix and a lot of time to fix, and it may be enough damage that this car just might be dead forever, which is kind of sad. We've had this thing for 115,000 miles. We really like this car. So how did this happen? How did both of the cars get crashed? What is the story? It is actually crazy, and it happened on the exact same day. Last Wednesday, I was inside of the house filming a robot vacuum video, and Lincoln left to go golfing. Within 5 minutes of him leaving, he called me and said,
"Dad, I've been in an accident, come see me."
So I drive down the street and there's Lincoln's car sitting on the side of the road, and there's this big yellow truck that's right behind it. And I'm like, all right, Lincoln, what happened? Lincoln says he is not injured and the other guy's not injured. And Lincoln says,
"Dad, this is not my fault. I can't believe it. This is the second accident that I've had in my car, and neither of them were my fault."
and yes, we can verify that it wasn't Lincoln's fault. He's driving toward a popular intersection that there are actually a ton of accidents at this intersection. Lincoln's driving the speed limit. There's a lot of cars. A black Jeep goes to turn right. Lincoln's in one of the 2 lanes that's going through the intersection. There's a yellow truck that's across the intersection that's gonna make a right-hand turn. I'm guessing that this guy driving the yellow truck looked across, saw the black Jeep, didn't see Lincoln's Tesla coming, and just started turning. There's a Toyota Prius on the left side of Lincoln, and as Lincoln's coming through next to the Prius, Lincoln tried to go over to his left. He didn't want to hit it, so he moved over to his left as much as he could, accelerated a little bit, and this truck just hit the back of his car. And Lincoln said it felt like just running over a curb. It wasn't that big of a hit, but if you look at the damage, even a small hit like that, the car does its job and it absorbs that impact and it scratches and dents this. So the guy was super nice that hit it. He does have insurance. What's funny is the police showed up, we told him what happened, and then we said, hey, there's footage of this if you wanna see it. He came and sat in the car and watched it, and he got his body cam out and filmed the footage of the accident. And he's like, man, I didn't know these cars could do that. That's pretty cool. You remember the last video, he's parked in the parking lot at Jimmy John's. These nice older ladies come in and hit his car not just once, but twice. And that was on this side of the car. The other crazy thing is that Lincoln is leaving for 2 years on a mission. He actually starts in 2 days. We had a good idea of who we were gonna sell this to, what the price was going to be, and now we have to wait to get this thing fixed, and we have to find somebody that's okay buying a Tesla that's been not just in 1 accident, but 2 accidents. So that does bring the value of the car down. That kind of stinks. 4 hours later, I'm inside of my house, again, trying to film this robot vacuum video for Instagram. I'm filming, my phone is ringing. This is so annoying. Who keeps calling me? And I see like 5 missed calls from Leslie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's my reaction of seeing and trying to process 2 accidents in 1 day. Like it felt kind of like a joke. Like how does that happen? 2 accidents in 1 day? When we've never had any like on the road in over 20 years. So I leave the house, drive a couple miles away from our house and roll up onto the scene, and there's a car in the middle of the intersection, like an old car, like a Passat or something, that's in the intersection, and I can see the driver, the girl, and she's getting hugged by her dad over on the side. She is fine and Leslie is fine. That is the main thing. We can fix cars or we can replace cars, but we need to make sure that people are healthy. It was a 4-way stop, so the good news is it was a very low speed impact, which is really, really good, and I'm grateful for that. This is actually a crumple zone right here. This big metal bar, this is dented right here. It's also dented in here. This is meant to be a crumple zone, a barrier to protect the car and protect the passengers. So this can come off, all these other parts can come off and should be able to be replaced. And because it was such a low speed impact at a 4-way stop, the frame of this car should not be damaged or the battery down below. Everything should be good except for all these parts in the front. We have an appointment in about 3 weeks. We're gonna take this in to the auto body shop. They're gonna take a deeper dive look at it and then assess how much is it gonna cost to replace a car that's this old and has this many miles with this much damage on it. And there's a good chance that they're going to fix the car and we'll get it back all basically brand new, which is a bit of a hassle, but it is nice. That's why you have insurance. But it is funny to see, like, you got the horn in here. I had to take all these cables over here and these sensors, which by the way, they don't make these kind of sensors inside of the current Tesla Model X's. They're more updated and refreshed now, but I wrapped it around and tied it on here so nothing was dragging on the ground, and we made it home. So that's good. The suspension felt great. It had good alignment on the drive. So I think we're good. It's just cosmetic damage. 2 cars, 2 Teslas getting crashed by 2 different people in our same household on the same day. The odds of that are very, very, very low. Like, you'd probably have a better chance of going and playing the lottery and winning it than this just randomly happening. Which car should we get to replace Leslie's car if this thing is so damaged that they just cut us a check for the money? That is something that we need to explore and look at. And then 2, how long is it gonna take Tesla Auto Body and Collision Service to fix this car and that car? I would think, since the last video that we made 4 or 5 years ago, that their service is a lot more improved as far as speed goes and timing. So we'll be able to see like how long it takes them, how much it costs, and I'll share all of that with you in here. Leslie wants to keep this 2017 Tesla Model X for as long as she can. She loves driving it. There's so many things about it that she loves. Personally, I've wanted her to get a new car for a very long time. Teslas have improved so much on all of the different things inside of the vehicle. Suspension, the battery tech, the hardware inside, how quiet the ride is on the inside. There's just a lot of things that these cars do better now, even though this looks exactly the same as a Tesla that you would find that's a 2024. There's a couple of things that we just can't do in this car because it is so old, and it has to do with the hardware, like the computer chips that are inside of it. If you try to do a voice command and you're like, "Hey Tesla, navigate me to Jimmy John's," it just won't do it. The thing will just spin and spin and spin, and then it just can't do anything. We've never been able to take a flash drive, put it into this car, and be able to have Sentry mode where it records things, or if we get into an accident, that it records things. So it stinks because I don't have any footage of this accident or any other thing that's happened to this car. I guess we could get one of those aftermarket cameras that you see inside of an Uber where people put it on the windshield and record things. But that's kind of an ugly thing to have in here, and you've got a Tesla. It has all the cameras already. It's such a shame that we can't use it. So there's the story, there's the accident, there's the dinged up car. We are just gonna leave it here at our house for the next 3 or 4 weeks and not drive it until we have to tow it all the way to Las Vegas, Nevada to get it fixed. And then this car, we're gonna drive it a little bit whenever we have to, but then we're gonna take it in, get this thing fixed, hopefully, and we'll see. And then we are going to need to sell this car. It's just, Lincoln doesn't need it anymore. He's gone. I've got my Tesla Model S. Claire has her Tesla Model 3. We don't need this anymore, so we're going to need to sell it, and maybe we'll show you that process. So, whew, that's a lot of talking. It's hot outside. It's sad to see broken down cars on the side of the road, cars that we've loved so much. Let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think about the damage? Do you think that car is gonna be totaled? Let me know your expert opinion in the comments, because I am curious to know who can get close enough to the dollar amount that it costs to fix both of these cars individually. That's a fun little challenge there. There definitely will be some sort of prize that we'll give you for that. Whew. All right, it's 109 degrees outside and I'm standing here in gray jeans and a black shirt. I gotta go inside. All right, thanks for watching.